welcome back to Grim Survival. Today is Sunday the 13th of September, and yeah, I'm sitting in a wooded area. Not a very secluded wooded area, and if you've seen the footage of me walking in here, you've probably seen enormous amounts of garbage and trash, because it's everywhere I look. Everywhere. There's a creek right over there. It's got garbage and trash and tires. I probably showed this video on the way in, because that's where I plan to put it, but there's an old tent, a sleeping bag, a tarp up in one of these areas. Okay, so right up, I'll show you. I'm holding the phone because I forgot my mount that goes to my tripod. That is mine. That's for my chair that I'm sitting in. So that's not trash right there. Yeah, that, not trash. Everything else, trash. You can see all that. There's bags and it's trash. Up that hill, yeah, I'd say about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards up that hill. There's a parking lot and a shopping center. Yeah, there's a creek over here, and through the tree line, yeah, we'll see if you can see it. I don't know. There's a creek right over there, and through the tree line over there, housing addition. So that is a recipe for people, and people are a recipe for garbage and inconsiderate. Okay, I'm not going to say it, but I wanted to. Try not to cuss. Try. It's disgusting what I'm saying back here. I mean, clean up after yourself. Didn't parents ever teach you to clean up after yourself? I mean, really? Obviously not. Obviously, most Americans have not had any, cleanliness training whatsoever. None. It's just disturbing is what it is. It's disturbing. And you wonder why the world's falling apart. People just don't care. Mosquitoes are finding me. That's amazing. You would think with the many chemicals as they spray around here, mosquitoes wouldn't get me. Alright, so like I said, I'm holding the phone, so if it's a little shaky, I have my phone mount for my tripod is in my car, and I wasn't going back for it when I realized I forgot it, so yeah, I'm holding it. Today I'm going to talk about survival. Survival. People seem to think that survival falls under certain categories. Urban survival, rural survival, wilderness survival, jungle survival. I made a similar video to this probably back in the, I don't know, it's been a while. It was one of the very first videos I made, I think. It was Survival as a Choice, I believe I named it. And yeah, there's no category to survival. Survival skills. That's a relative term, survival skills. Survival skills depend on where you are and what you are doing and what you are surviving. Survival skills could mean the ability to hold your breath long enough to escape the smoky room that is on fire. Survival skills could mean knowing how to swim better. Survival skills could be knowing how to pilot an airplane to fly out of a disaster zone. Survival skills are just relative. Everybody has survival skills. It doesn't matter what it is, because you never know what's going to happen. Look at California, Oregon, the whole West Coast is on fire. Survival skills would be knowing how to put out fires. I mean, knowing how to escape. Survival skills, people. And the video comes up because I was on somebody else's channel and I made a comment, and there's like 50 some odd replies to my comment, and some military person told me I have no military skills and no survival skills. And I'm not going to knock military people, but I seem to find that the biggest problems that I've run into, especially with authority and police and just people with bad attitudes, are military personnel. Ex-military personnel. It's like they have this mindset, and I'm not all of them, don't get me wrong, but the ones I come across lately, especially lately, it just seems to have gotten worse, but they have this mindset that they're better than you. And police officers the same way. I mean, if you come across they just treat you like you are a worthless piece of you-know-what, that you're already guilty, blah blah blah. And yeah, so survival skills. Let's talk about my survival skills. I know how to build a shelter out of nothing. I could take the knife off my belt and build a shelter where I'm sitting, out of the materials that's around me. Heck, there's a tarp sitting right up there on the ground with a sleeping bag. I could throw it in the sun, dry it out. If this was survival, I'd be using somebody's old moldy sleeping bag that's up on the hill. See, that's a survival skill right there. Knowing how to forage and find. Survival skills. Another survival skill is knowing what you can eat while you're out here. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I'm sitting here reading I've been, I've had this book for a while, but I haven't really read it much. I reference it here and there, but I'm going to actually go through it. So survival skills. Yeah. Survival skills is knowing how to dress. I'm wearing long sleeves, black tactical pants, military boots, and I'm sitting next to a parking lot in a small wooded area where the cicadas seem to be getting louder and louder. I tried to make this video just a little while ago, and endless police sirens were happening really close to me, and it just, went on for a good 10 minutes, police sirens, and then it come to an abrupt stop, so I hope they're not there by my car. I'm actually in a parking spot, so I don't think I'm doing anything illegal, although people probably found an odd guy with small black backpack and what looked to be whatever. It was my chair in that case, carrying it, out of that parking lot and walking into this wooded area around that fence that was up there. So, yeah. Hey, it was open. I'm not trespassing. There's no trespassing. I didn't see a sign that told me to keep out. There's a creek over there. I mean, I don't know what the name of the creek is. The water seems to be a little stagnant. Mosquitoes are definitely thick through here. Should have brought some bug spray, I guess. I don't really like bug spray. I found some natural ones, but anyway, that's not the point. Survival. I watched, I'm trying to remember the name of the show. I found it on YouTube, and I was trying to take a break from what I was doing, so I clicked it, and it was a full episode of Coast Guard Alaska, I believe is what it's called, and it's about the Coast Guard, obviously. Coast Guard rescuing people in Alaska, obviously. So it was season 4, episode 1 was the first. I've never seen this show before. I don't have a TV, and it was on YouTube. It's the only reason I watched it. So I watched it, and the first guy, and I'm going to make this quick, his buddy, who did not survive this, I'll just make that clear right now. His buddy had left him there to take they were hunting, and they killed a bear, and they were taking the bear back to the boat. And so one guy threw the bear on a kayak, or I believe that's what they were doing, and he went to paddle it back to the boat, and he never came back. He left the other guy with the equipment, the rifles, and a small bag, which didn't seem to have much in it, on the shoreline. And this guy, for 7 days, huddled under a fallen tree and almost froze to death. If the rescue helicopter hadn't found him when they did, he heard it and stood up. He laid down under that tree for the last time. That's what he was saying. He laid there for the last time. He wasn't planning on getting back up, and he heard the helicopter, and it motivated him to stand up and flag him down. And they actually seen him, and they saved him. But his friend did not survive. Survival skills. Knowing what to bring when you are in certain conditions or in certain areas. If you're going to be in an area that's prone to heavy winds, extreme colds, and wet weather, why do you not have the ability to stay dry, make a fire? And I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. Survival skills. Yeah. Anyway, if you have survival skills, let me know what you think they are, because I can tell you everybody has survival skills. Everybody. The problem with most people is they don't have a will to survive. Like the guy in Alaska. He was just going to lay there and die. He had 2 rifles. See, they showed that there was a wolf pack about half a mile from where he was. They were crossing the little stream that he was next to. He was next to a stream, fresh water. And this wolf pack was crossing it, and they were getting closer to him. But he had 2 rifles, so you know what? You know what I seen? I seen food, shelter, a fur to keep myself warm. I can skin an animal. I've done it. I've done it. Rabbits, squirrels. Nothing too big. I've actually never processed a deer by myself. I know how to do it. I've watched it done. I'd like to do it, but I have a hard time hunting in the state. It's just overpopulated, and there's not as much wilderness as there should be, and there's farms everywhere. So, yeah. Survival skills. Survival is just what it is, whenever it is. It could be right now. Right where I'm sitting, I could need to, a survival situation could come up. What could it be? What could happen right now that I would need to survive? My chair breaks. I break my leg falling on my butt. My shoulder gets dislocated, and my phone's dead, and now I have to survive. Right? So how do you survive that? I mean, that's pretty steep. And that's my exit right there. It's pretty steep. a broken leg and a dislocated shoulder, how am I going to get back up there? Am I going to lay down and die? I have a will to survive. I have a reason to survive. I have kids that need me to survive. So, yeah, a will and a reason. That's your survival skill right there. A will and a reason. This video is going to keep, I'm just going to keep rambling because I got a lot to say. But, yeah, I'll show you more clips. I tried to walk in an area farther down, and it was just too overgrown. And I decided to come down a little farther and walk in this area. There's a little trail, and then I made another one. I smell something odd. It smells like illegal drugs. It's coming from that way. I have a great sense of smell. My eyes aren't too good, and I don't hear that well out of this ear. I'm going to show you what I have. These are Samsung Galaxy Buds. These are Bluetooth earbuds. I'm not going to open it up and show you because it'll mess up my video. But it has ambient sound, and if I keep it in my left ear and don't hook it to my phone, it acts as a hearing aid. And yeah, my left ear I have trouble with, so it's actually great. I'm going to post a link to these for my affiliate link if you want them. But yeah, if you know somebody who needs a hearing aid and they don't want a hearing aid, buy them some buds. Tell them that, you know, and they are. You can use them for phone calls. You can use them for music. You can use it for anything. And as a truck driver, I always had those ones that went around the neck. I seen the guys with the ones on their ears. These buds are better than any Bluetooth I've ever used. And these are the last year's model. Or, yeah, I think. They came out with some new ones that are a little bit different shape, but I like these. So, I'm not, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, survival, being able to hear. That's a train. I came out here to get away from my computer. I'm building another web store. Women's clothing, I might add. And, man, it's giving me a headache. Tedious work, tedious work. All right, I'm going to end the video with just a prayer request. My wife was hospitalized with a kidney stone. She's back home now, and she's very loopy and on a lot of pain medication, which is somewhat entertaining. But, yeah, just say a prayer for her. Help her out through it. I mean, she's going to make it, but painful, painful, painful. I've never had one. I know people who've had. Ouch. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. This has been Grim Survival. Hey, like, subscribe, share the video. Remember, survive.